welcome back to my channel, you guys. I do have a summer foundation video because when it comes to oily skin, it's so hard to look glowy and dewy but at the same time be matte throughout the rest of the day. So I do have my little tips and tricks when it comes to looking glowy and dewy but at the same time being matte. So you guys want to stick around and see what it is, and go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so starting off with the face, it's very important to have a good primer, and with being oily, it's kind of hard to look dewy and glowy but at the same time be matte throughout the end of the day. So the two primers I do have is a Kane & Austin Prime and Protect Primer. You guys know I talk about this all the time, but I go ahead and put this in my T-zone, and the reason why I really love it is because it controls my oils really well, and also it has SPF 50 in there, which is really good for your skin in the summer. And for the rest of my face, I go ahead and use my Melanie Clean Body Radiance. This helps make me look glowy and dewy, but at the same time it doesn't make me look greasy towards the end of the day. I love this so much. I've told you guys about this before, but it's really good. So let me go ahead and use my Kane & Austin in my T-zone. And this is what it looks like. I know a lot of people haven't seen this before, but it's just such a really good primer. I'm going to go ahead and dot this all in my T-zone. So moving on to the Melanie Clean Body Radiance, I'm going to dot this all over my face. I just love this because it feels like a moisturizer. I don't have to use a moisturizer with this right here because it does feel like it. So I'm just going to dot this all over. And I do love this color because it's not too gold for my skin. It's just like right in the middle, like a champagne gold. So let me go ahead and blend it out with my e.l.f. stippling brush. So y'all can see what it looks like on my skin. It's looking very glowy and dewy, but it's not too much. I really do recommend this for you guys. And if you are looking to purchase it, they do have it on Amazon and also their website. So go ahead and buy it on there. Alright, so I do know I look a little bit crazy right now, but bear with me. So for foundation, I'm going to go ahead and use my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade Amber Honey. When it comes to the summer, you guys, this is my only foundation I like to use when I go out because it doesn't make me look oily, it has very full coverage, and it doesn't look cakey on the skin. I love this so much. And with this also, it doesn't look like I'm wearing a lot of foundation because some full coverage foundations out there, you go ahead and put it on your skin and it looks very heavy. But with the summer, I don't want to look too cakey on the skin. So let me go ahead and apply this. Y'all, I just realized I forgot to color correct, but it's kind of a good thing because this is very full coverage, so it doesn't matter. But I almost freaked out for a second. And also, I've got to mention, you can go ahead and use a brush if you want to, but where brush is very full coverage and in your face. But with this, we're using a sponge, it makes it a little bit more sheer, which I do prefer for the summer. But it's all about preference, it really doesn't matter. Alright, so moving on to concealer. Whenever I go ahead and conceal underneath my eyes, I usually pick between these two. The first one is a Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Deep, and also my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Tan. These two are my favorites. So the difference between the two is the Tarte Shape Tape is a little bit more matte, which I do prefer for the summer, and the Maybelline Fit Me is a little bit in between. It's not a matte concealer or a dewy concealer. It's just a perfect in-between concealer. So for today's video, I actually want to go ahead and use a Maybelline Fit Me because I do love this concealer. I love the way it dries underneath the eyes and blends out. So I'm gonna go ahead and use it. So I'm going to go ahead and let my concealer dry for a second because I do want it to have a little bit more coverage. Because the Maybelline Fit Me is a little bit sheer if you go ahead and blend it right away. If you give it a minute or so, it will have a little bit more coverage. And to set my concealer, I'm going to go ahead and use my Milani Translucent Banana Powder. So while the face is baking, I'm going to go ahead and set my face with my MAC Studio Fix Plus powder in the shade NW45. With powders, you want to make sure it has a little bit of coverage, oil control, all that good stuff. You guys already know, but I do love this powder because of that. So using a dense brush, I'm going to go ahead and take the powder and just press it into my skin because if you're oily, it really helps with oil control because you're pressing the powder into your skin. So if you never try this method, I do recommend it because it really does help with oil control. So time to take the powder off my face. I always go ahead and use my e.l.f. blush brush because it's really easy to work with. So I basically just sweep it off my face. Some people blend it in, some people sweep it off. It really doesn't matter as long as the powder is off your skin. So to go ahead and get rid of all the powder on my face, I'm going to go ahead and use my MAC Fix Plus. This is my favorite. Y'all know I love it so much. Talk about it all the time. So let me go ahead and spray it. I low-key get scared whenever I spray my face. I don't know why. Like, it just scares me. So this is what the skin is looking like. I think it looks very glowy and dewy, but at the same time, we're pretty much matte throughout my T-zone, so that's a good thing. Alright, so to finish up the rest of my face, I'm going to go ahead and use my Anastasia Mahogany bronzer. I really do like this one right here, and some people went ahead and swatched it on their skin and told me it looked a little bit gray on them, so I do think she needs to bring out some more shades because I do love this formula. And for blush, I'm using my Sleek Makeup blush in the shade Sahara. This is such a peachy, orangey shade. I love it so much. So using my Real Techniques blush brush, I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of it on my cheeks. Alright, so the last step is highlighter, and I do love highlighter for the summer because it makes you look glowy and dewy. You guys get the point. Alright, so I'm using my Anastasia That Glow highlighter and using the shade Golden Bronze and Dripping in Gold. I'm just going to apply some of this on the cheeks right here, and I love how golden it looks. Like, hopefully y'all can see it on camera, but it looks so golden and pretty. And I also go ahead and apply it on top of my eyebrows right here, just because when you turn your head, it just looks so glowy and it catches the light, so I always go ahead and apply it right there. Alright, so that's everything for you guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love how glowy and dewy it looks, but at the same time, we're still matte in the T-zone. So I love this little trick right here for oily skin people. It really does help in the summer. But I think that's all I have for you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. I love you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one.